Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On 1st and 10, Carroll. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On 1st down, Carroll. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give. This is Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mond. Flushed out right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Mond now off of play action. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start. Produce.
On second down, Swift. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carroll. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, Swift. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, nice move. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Second down and 8. They run the counter with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Bond going to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Now Cook running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To throw on second down. Carroll. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Carroll. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here come the Lions now. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on first down. Carroll. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Looking to throw. Carroll. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. So we've reached... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. They go play action here. Mond sliding out of the pocket. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Escaping the pressure. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Carroll. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Mond.
And that's caught inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Mond looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Here's Mond.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carroll caught here by Bell.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Carroll firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. We'll check on his status when we get back. Complete. Richardson has it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Carroll. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not,
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mond's throw complete there to Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down. Carroll.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carroll. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Carroll.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Monty Rice. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here's Mond. They're going for it.
Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be the last points of the game?
No, what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8.